This excerpt is about Sha'Carri Richardson. And Sha'Carri Richardson has been in the news several times in the last 5 years. I sent the video of her at the airport, right? Of her boyfriend. And her boyfriend is, I believe, Christian Coleman. He's also a track star, too. And at the airport, she was physically, aggressively harming Christian Coleman. And eventually, authorities was called and she was then arrested. But as she was getting arrested, she was like, well, Christian, why would you do this? You really gonna let me go to jail? You really gonna basically being manipulative and saying like, you know, how you gonna let them arrest me when I was hitting you, right? Sha'Carri Richardson was hitting Christian Coleman. Then when she got arrested, she spoke to Christian Coleman and said, you gonna let them do this? Ma'am, they're doing their job. They're arresting you because you was harming him. At the airport where there's millions of cameras. But this video is a addition of the incident that happened at the airport. Sha'Carri Richardson was recently arrested for speeding, going 100 miles per hour in a 65 lane. And when the officer pulled her over, he said, hey, you going 100 miles per hour in a 65 lane. I know everybody like, well, everybody speeds, but like, we're talking about a 65 lane. 65 miles per hour lane. Reckless driving. She's arrested on. And the officer said, hey, look, you was going 100 miles per hour. We're going to have to take you in custody. She said, no, like, please, I'm a good citizen. I did not do it. Accountability, right? And I love Sha'Carri Richardson as a personality, as a star. But accountability has to be put on the table. Because she's constantly in the news for doing stuff, right? She's a track star. She's amazing. But when you're in the news for one day, you're hitting your boyfriend. Next day, you speeding. You can't just tell a police officer, please, I'm a good citizen. Please don't take me to jail. You have to take accountability of your actions, Sha'Carri Richardson. And just because you a star, just because you're this athlete, you're famous, you're at the Olympics, does not mean you don't have to take accountability. And I spoke about when she was putting her hands on her boyfriend, Christian Coleman. She told Christian Coleman, why would you let them do this to me? Ma'am, you were the aggressor. Right? And I don't know, there's certain dynamics in abusive relationships. There's certain dynamics that one can be manipulative. One can guilt shame the victim. Just like she did. Why are you letting them arrest me right now? Are you serious? Same incident with the police officer when she pulled him over. He said, ma'am, you basically was going too fast. She said, I'm sorry. Just take accountability. Right? And I'm not bashing Sha'Carri Richardson. I'm not saying that she's this terrible person. She done some terrible things. You know, hitting her boyfriend at the airport, which is questionable. Speeding, the reckless driving, right? Just take accountability, because once you take accountability, that's when you can begin to fix your behavior. But if you don't take accountability, whoa, I didn't do it. Why, Christian, why would you let them do this? You're doing everything but taking accountability. You hitting that man at the airport, calling him all types of names. Right? Showing this type of abusive, manipulative behavior, right? Then expect the police to be nice to you. Right? Then the police pull her over. Hey, ma'am, like, you going a little too fast. I don't even drive 100 miles per hour. I'm a safe ass driver, right? And I got a sports car. I got a Honda Sport 2025 that shift gears, all of that. But when it comes to on the highway, I drive safe. Why? Because I don't want to hurt nobody. And I don't want to get hurt. There's freaking families out here. Children's in the car. And if you're driving 100 miles per hour, that is deadly enough to kill somebody. Right? So we have to really be careful on the road. And if the police officer pull you over and you know dang on where you was driving 100 miles per hour, you should be arrested. And the police officer said you was reckless driving, right? You should be arrested. Accountability. There's nothing wrong with giving people accountability and saying that they were wrong. But when it's a celebrity, oh, no, she's not that deep. Just give her a ticket. Nah. If I'm driving and somebody's going 100 miles per hour and my daughter is in the back seat, I would want that person to be arrested. Because that's dangerous. We're talking about people, lives. You can't be driving 100 miles per hour in a 65 goddamn lane and expect the police to be nice to you. Drive safe on the road. Drive the speed limit. The law is you shouldn't be 15 mph over the speed limit. So if the speed limit is 65, you shouldn't be going over freaking 80. Right? You shouldn't be going over 80 because then you're speeding. And in 65 lane, you're going 100 miles per hour. You can hurt somebody. You can hurt a child. You can hurt a family. You can hurt a man that's coming from work. A woman who's heading home. So accountability needs to be made when we talk about Sha'Carri Richardson. And I love Sha'Carri as a personality. But this is not about her personality. This is about her actions. Her behavior. The manipulative behavior. Not taking accountability. She was, oh no, please, I don't want to go to jail. Don't speed, ma'am. It is not safe. It is not safe to be speeding. You have a chance to die in a car accident. Then you have the freaking get struck by lightning. And don't expect police to be nice to you when you're driving 100 miles an hour. This is not a bashing video. This is pointing accountability on people that need to be accountable. My name is Isaiah. Thank you for watching the video.